We are
Wow.
just Emma, my wife Deborah, and myself,
a lovely
and
family.
plan having a little R&R.
That's good. You deserve it.
Thank
Family
you.
vacation. Love that idea. We have some of those coordinating pieces. The pendant is on its way to selling out. Just giving you a heads up there. The ring and the earrings, they're right here, and they are the exact match. That's $19.95 for the ring. The earrings, $29.95. They're for your pierced ears, and they're going to cover that, you know, it's a nice coverage on this earring, so it's not
absolutely.
dinky. The ring's $4.99
We get closer on that ring.
a month, and the earrings are a flex payment of $7.49. We're going to go super close, and it holds up to scrutiny. It really does, Howard.
No, absolutely.
Right?
That's why I say the closer the better. And by the way, today's one of those days we've shown very few rings. So those of you that were looking for a special ring, this is really so different, so elegant, yet it will never, ever, ever go out of style.
Sizes
Just
5 through
pretty.
10.
Just such a, you know what? It's a pretty line, you know. My wife says, you know, sometimes you explain too much about the workmanship. Just let the prettiness of the jewelry speak to itself, and it's true. I look at these pieces, and I've seen them a million times, but I really smile when I see them, because I know that we've done something amazing
You
here.
have. You
I
really
know
have.
that we've come up with something that now thousands upon thousands of people can really enjoy jewelry again and not have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars. And that's really, you know, something that's big to me.
And it's on 4 flex payments. So, you know, let's face it.
I keep on forgetting about that.
You know, it's not always on 4 flex payments, guys.
Right.
Today it is. The ring, if I had never met Angie before, if I had just like, oh, hi, nice to meet you,
Yeah.
and she was wearing that outfit, wearing that jewelry, that smile on her face, I would be mesmerized. I am, Angie. I'm mesmerized by her taste, by the way she's pulled together. It's very elegant. It's very sleek. This is a timeless look. You don't have to spend a lot of money to achieve that.
Correct.
To have that kind of, you know, Camelot kind of timeless 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now, it's still going to be holding up because, as your wife is saying, beauty on its own is a luxury.
No, absolutely.
And that's what these
and
are.
what's also beautiful with stainless steel, you know, where so much jewelry in this day and age, we have to cut back the weight on gold and silver because it's very expensive.
Sure.
With steel, we're able to stick to those molds that my grandfather, my father made years ago when gold was $35 an ounce and never changed price. So we're able to bring you back the look and the feel of jewelry from yesteryear when fine jewelry wasn't played with, where fine jewelry, not everyone you see in our office, we hate talking price. We love talking design. And with steel, we don't have to talk price. So all we sit and talk about are these beautiful designs, which is such a breath of fresh air in today's world.
You know, it'd be like eating desserts with no calories, right?
Wow.
We'd just be sitting around talking about the frosting and the cream and the eclair and the gluten. It'd be gluten-free and calorie-free, right? That's what happened when we let Howard and the team loose. They were able to bring pieces from these archives that were pieces that were, you know, full of diamonds and rubies and sapphires. Oh my.
And don't look at weights. Don't look at anything. You're going to have the gram weights with this because they're stainless steel. You're going to have the size of the stones. You're going to have the sparkle, but we didn't have to hold back, and neither do you.
And we have sizes 5 through 10, and only 300 pairs of those earrings are available. And I know it's getting down to the count on the ring, too. So, yeah. They're a must. By the way, the size of the buttons there, the size of the earring, it's a good size. It's not too small, and nor is it like 1980s big. Nothing wrong with the 80s. I love them, but you sometimes, you know, like I had a pair of earrings that basically covered my entire ear and went with my perm. It was awesome. But this is a very tailored, wearable pair of earrings. Sophisticated, very. I think the word is an exotic tailored there. That's my vibe on it.
You know what you'll appreciate on this, by the way, on these earrings?
Exotic tailored. What?
I love that word. And you know what you'll appreciate about this? You'll understand that, you know, manufacturing. We actually metal molded these earrings, okay? Now, in the jewelry business, most molds are made out of wax. Metal mold is something that costs $5, let's say, to $1,000. What you're able to do with a metal mold is have that huge look, especially in the earrings, but you don't want that huge weight. So these earrings look like they're very heavy, but when you put them on, they're extremely, extremely comfortable. And, you know, Siobhan, I hate when women, you know, buy earrings, you go to restaurants and you see they take them off, they play with them. We want you to wear it and enjoy it and not feel like you're wearing it to show off, but they're not comfortable. We need like, everything you buy from us to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's like a pretty pair of shoes that are uncomfortable.
No, yeah, exactly. And you know, you want to wear it, but you don't want to know you're wearing it.
Yeah,
Till
you don't want them to wear
over.
you.
No,
you don't
correct.
want them to wear you.
Well said.
I just wanted to show you the back of this. There's still that floral motif that we've seen repeated in so many of the pieces. There it is again on the necklace, for example. And this is the set. You know, you build your own set here today. That necklace. Here's the ring, goes with.
Love the ring.
But if you have an elongated piercing, you might want to turn to this earring because it's in the center. So you have coverage of that elongated hole with that top part of the earrings. Just something for you to think about. And if you get some of our, you know, bling dots, it could stabilize it if that's an issue for you. I definitely recommend those with any shape of face, any hairstyle, any hair color. If you can wear a pair of earrings, slicked back hair, you know you can wear them with any other hairstyle.
100%. And also, by the way, this is ageless. Makes teenagers can wear this, mothers, grandmothers. You know, I'd say 90% of the items we showed you the last hour and a half, any age could wear them. Once in a while, we come up with that really, really high-end piece that you know who you are. But overall, this line is really for everybody.
This is also getting limited. So there's just a couple of